What up, guys? Welcome to the Lightning Show, and today we're doing a Crysis 3 commentary. You probably saw my other video when I said Crysis 3 multiplayer was dead on the PS3, and I actually kept on trying. So this gameplay, what you're seeing right here, is like about 10 minutes later, and I actually did okay, pretty good. I had a 2.0 KD, and I joined a late game. So it was okay, and this was my first game in, I believe, 3 months. So for someone who just came back, that's really good. The subject that I have today for the commentary is actually underrated games. There's a lot of games out there that people just haven't played that much. Like, for example, you're playing Crysis 3, and I'm not gonna lie, it's actually really good. It's not as balanced as Call of Duty, in my opinion, but it's still really good. I don't know why people don't play this. Is really, like, I don't know how to explain this, but it's really fun. Like, you get alien weapons that you see I'm gonna pick up right here, and I'm own with it, and it's just something different from Call of Duty. I mean, it's just really good. And look at this sexy night vision. People tend to give these kind of game a lot of bad reviews because they're not looking at the bright side to these games. They're just saying, oh yeah, this game multiplayer isn't that good because the guns are not balanced, the connection isn't that good, and the maps are horrible, or just something like that. But honestly, in my opinion, this game, or any game that's really similar to this, if you just look at the positive, it actually outweighs the negative. Another game, in my opinion, that I think is underrated is probably Killzone. I mean, Killzone, in my opinion, is really fun. I mean, it's like a futuristic Call of Duty type thing. The controls are not as, smooth as Call of Duty, obviously, but is still enough to, have some fun. You have little robots on the field, you have everything. It's just something unique. Every game is unique, that's just what I'm trying to say. And most people, all they do is compare it to Call of Duty when it's really not Call of Duty. So it's really underrated. So I don't know why people be like, yeah, Call of Duty sucks. But honestly, when they compare it, they make it look like Call of Duty is like a god. Another underrated game is probably, I say, Uncharted 3. Uncharted 3 is really like parkour and gun, where you just jump around and shoot. I haven't played it that much. I played some of it. Like, when I say some, it's probably like 10-minute worth. But from what I played, it's like extremely different from Call of Duty. It's third person. Another game that I think is really underrated is probably Dust 514, and a lot of people gave up on Dust 514 when it first came out because of the spawns, the uneven gun system, and the skills. It was just so confusing that it would make any player that's not, hardcore or really into the game they're playing quit. And I have to say, now that they did Uprising and they changed a lot of skills, a lot of gun factors, it's really more balanced and it's really more enjoyable now for new players. So I advise you to check Dust 514 out again if you haven't already, because it's really more balanced and more fun now. So all these games bring me to my next point, which is the next gen games. And as far as underrated, really next gen, no games are underrated. Besides the indie games, all the indie games are probably gonna be underrated. I really, honestly, I haven't seen an indie game that catch my eye. The only thing that I probably would play for the laughter is Octopops, I believe. That little octopus thing where you just walk around, act like a human, but I really think that's weird. But the major titles that I'm looking at right now is Watch Dogs, The Crew, Drive Club, Killzone, and Destiny. Destiny right now I'm looking forward to more than actually Call of Duty Ghosts because it's cooperative, and I really enjoy cooperative gameplay because instead of competing with each other, you can just sit back and relax and work together. it just gives you a different environment to relax instead of raging on some camper sitting in the corner or some little kid is really mad at you for owning him so much. It just takes a lot of stress away, and you can just sit back and enjoy yourself. On top of my list, from what I learned at E3 for next gen games that I know is not completely underrated, and it's actually one of the major titles I'm looking for, is Kingdom Hearts 3, Kingdom Hearts 1.5 Remix, and I heard Battlefront was coming out, and that really is crazy how it took so long for them to make a new Battlefront game. And honestly, Battlefront and Time Splitter is what got me into competitive multiplayer. Well, I'm not talking about like pro scene where you go against each other for money. I'm just talking about just public competing against each other to see who's better. These games, I'm probably going to do a full-length Let's Play on my channel because I really enjoy these games. I want to share it with everyone, and I hope y'all enjoy it. Alright guys, so this brings the end to the commentary. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter if you haven't already, because that's where all my Let's Plays are going to be at. And I want to thank y'all for watching again, and we'll see you next time on The Lightning Show.